Sogo, my man.
Konnichiwa!
Konnichiwa. How are you doing, my dude?
Dude, I miss you, man. Like, you need to come back to Japan so I can look after you.
I know I need to come back to Japan. That trip was so fun. I think about that trip all of the time. Like,
Oh, dude, I'm waiting, man. Like, Kana and I, we are waiting.
dude, I am so keen to come back out. Let me intro this thing real quick. Let me introduce you real fast. Good morning. Okay. What is up, everyone? Welcome to the Undialed podcast. Today we have a really cool guest. Cool guest. Who are you?
Thank you, Willie. I am Sogo, aka Sogi from Nagoya, Japan.
Wow. So Sago, you are like one of the few Japanese scooter riders. Tell us about that. Like, what? Scootering in Japan.
Okay, so Willie, you may know this story, but I used to live in Australia,
Mm-hmm.
and then
I actually had a question. Did you get into scootering in Australia, or did you get into it in Japan?
Australia, like no way I could find scootering in
Okay,
Japan.
I was about to say.
Yeah. So when I was in fifth grade, I moved to Australia. Have you heard of Cairns before? Cairns, Australia.
That's like near Gold Coast, isn't it?
Yes, it's
Yeah.
yes, it's near Gold Coast and Brisbane. So
Mhm.
I used to live in Cairns for I think it was like 3-4 years
Okay.
from fifth grade, and people used to ride Maggie, like where it was like a T-bar, but you could change the top handlebar.
Yeah. I know exactly.
Yeah.
What you're doing. They sold those
So-
at Walmart in the United States.
Yeah. People used to ride that, and people used to put BMX bars on top, and they were using that to get to school.
Exactly.
So I was like, wait, what is this scootering? Yeah.
And then what happened then? You
And I used to have this affordable scooter. I think it was like JD Bug, and it was this orange and silver JD Bug I used to have with this spring.
Wow. And when did you start doing tricks on those scooters? Like, when did that happen? Because you saw the kids riding the scooters, but tell us about when you started tricking. Because I remember my first content I ever seen from you was you at GC Compound riding with like the Aussie boys. So how did you get from there to that point?
So that's a really good question, man. Like, I used to swing around my scooter just to I was just like spinning around doing like tail whips and stuff. Like, it was also rotating. And I was like, wait, is this a real sport? And I saw people riding it to schools. And one of my mates took me down to the skate park. And that's where everything started. But that was maybe I used to spin my scooter maybe 11, 12 years ago.
Okay.
But fully got into it maybe 10 years ago.
Okay, so when did you get on district and all of that? And how did that happen? Because when I first got introduced to you, I was either just about to get on district or I just gotten on district, and I was like, "There's a Japanese district rider? What?" So I was so stoked. But how did that happen?
Okay, before I tell you this story, can I post this on my story?
Yeah, dude, go for it.
All right, sweet. Just a moment, bro.
You're all good.
Really? White trash. Dude, I love your username, man.
Thank you.
White trash.
You know what's so funny about that? And you're actually going to be one of the few people that's going to hear this. I was actually going to change my username from White Trash Willie for a long time. And the reason behind that was it was I like the name White Trash Willie. It flows really good. It's like White Trash Willie. It flings off the tongue really well, and it's a good name. But sometimes parents get really mad about it. Straight up, sometimes parents get pissed, and they're like, "Oh, why are you White Trash Willie?" Or you know what else is even kind of weirder? Right now, when all this crazy social stuff is going around the world, the word white trash is almost like a swear word. So when I tell people my username, I'm like, I'm White Trash Willie, but I get a little bit hesitant because I'm like, what if they think I'm actually white trash?
Dude, that's so funny. And you were telling me this in Japan as well. Some kid came up to me and said, "White trash," yelled out, "Oh my God, that's white trash." And their parents were like, "Wait, what? Like white trash?"
Exactly.
Yeah, you were telling me the story. I fully remember this.
So what's hilarious is I actually secured the username Willie. The only thing is it had 3 L's in it, but I've secured the username Willie. And I was gonna change White Trash Willie to Willie because I thought that was gonna be appropriate. But what sucks is since I'm verified, I can't change my username. So I went through all of that effort to like get this username, and then I can't change it at all. And I think the whole reason is because if you could change the username on verified accounts, I think people would sell their verified accounts. I think that's the whole dilemma. But I don't know. I was like so frustrated. I was like, ugh. But I think maybe it was like the universe, or I like to hope it was the universe. Something was like, no, Will, you need to keep white trash.
Yeah, like kind of destiny kind of thing.
Exactly. I was like, all right, I won't fight it.
That's funny.
But yeah, go on. How'd you get on District?
So I'm quickly gonna just charge my computer because I don't want my computer to die. Just a second, sorry, bro.
Oh, dude, I probably didn't do the same. I kicked mine out.
All right.
What is this, guys? Amateur?
Okay, so how did I get on? I hate telling this story, but I'm gonna tell you, all right?
Why do you hate it?
Because it's so funny, and I'm kind of ashamed of myself back in the day.
Oh no! All right, let's hear about it.
Okay, let's do it. So I hope District, you guys are listening. Okay,
hey, we're both in this, Sogo. We're both in this.
Okay. So, back in the day, I think everyone has had or like been through this situation, all right?
Okay.
We didn't really care what like sponsors we got.
It was just whatever came.
Yeah. So I told my friends, let's make an edit for myself. And I made like a 2 to 3 minute video. And I legit sent my video to every company.
To every brand.
Yeah, to every brand you can think of. Like Fasten, NV, District, Havoc, Apex, like every scooter brand.
That's hilarious. And District was the one that got back to you.
No, actually, do you know Havoc? Havoc?
Yeah, Havoc.
Oh my God, I am so sorry, Havoc. So they replied to me first, all right?
Yeah.
So I was like, oh my God, this is my first sponsor. And then 3 months later, District replies. Yeah. I'm like, oh fuck, what do I do? Like, it's
you got two girls. What's going on?
Yeah,
you got two
I'm
girls.
like, oh shit, what do I legit do now? And I was like,
so tell me, how did you swerve Havoc?
So I made another edit saying farewell Havoc.
No.
But yeah.
Was that the throwaway for your District edit as well? Like you filmed your District edit and then your throwaway was farewell.
Dude.
Oh man.
When I look back to it, I was like, oh my God, I can't believe it.
Yeah, that was really low of you, Sogo. How could you ever do something like that? Now that I know that, I wouldn't have stayed at your house when I went to Japan. Now knowing what kind of person you really are. No, I'm just kidding.
But yeah, crazy story, right?
Yeah, but okay. Then you were on District for a little bit, and then you got on Apex. How did that happen?
Okay, did
they respond to the email like 2 years later, and then you had to make another edit, or what happened?
No, this time it's not email things, all right? Nothing to do with emails.
Okay.
Yeah. So, okay, I love every scooter brands, okay? I'm not dissing any scooter brands at all here, okay?
You even love Havoc?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Okay. Come on, Willie. Trying to start. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, so when I was on District, I'm not gonna lie. Every week I used to break District forks. Like, no lies.
I understand.
I couldn't stand that. Like, even though I fucking emailed every company, like that is my fault. But I was like, wait, what? Like every week I was snapping the District forks.
And you were just like annoyed of that.
Yeah. And I had I think it was like a Queensland Championship comp, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was coming up and my forks snapped before the comp. And Darcy Cherry Evans was like you want to use my spare scooter. So that's when everything started.
Dang. Okay. So you tried the Apex Complete.
Yeah. And I'm like, holy cow, like this is unbeatable, you know, like.
Yeah. It's like I feel like Apex, out of all of the, I would say, park brands, is probably the most precision machined pieces
100%, bro. 100%.
It reminds me of like, I don't know, like Tilt or someone. Just like the quality is so good. But then when you compare it to like District, it's like no offense to District, I love District. You know, District was my first sponsor. I love them, but like they're more of a mass produced
100%
China thing, and I feel like for selling a mass amount of completes, you know, that's the better plan. But like if you want to sell precision scooter parts, like Apex all the way.
100%. Like I even sell and promote Apex here in Japan, saying this is the top scooter brand.
Facts.
So I really respect Apex.
No, Apex is great. I've always been blown away with their parts. I remember like when I was in high school, so this must have been 6 or 7 years ago at this point. I remember that Apex stuff was so hard to get in the United States. Like it was like you would see Apex bull bars in videos of Australian riders, but you would never see them in person ever. And then I remember one day there was this guy who like came to one of my local skate parks, and he was from the UK or somewhere, and he had an Apex clamp. And I remember that 3 of the bolts of the Apex clamp were literally, or 3 of the bolts were fine, but one of them was stripped. And I traded in my perfect Tilt SCS for that like kind of broken Apex one, just because it was Apex, and I was like, so like funny. I don't know, but I've always held Apex super high, and like
100%.
They've always had such top-notch level stuff. But hey, tell me about what's going on right now. So you currently do not ride for Apex Pro scooters because you entered a new endeavor in your life. Tell us about what that is, because I'm so curious to hear about it from you, because I've heard about it a little bit, but I want to hear more.
Okay, awesome. Let's get into it. So when I was riding for Apex, I realized that, you know, like I was getting paid. I was professional for Apex Pro scooters, but I realized, oh shit, like I can't make a living off this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, were you getting like paid every month from Apex? Were you getting salary like that? Or was it, I mean, you don't have to answer it if you don't want, but what was it like that fact in itself? Like my monthly pay isn't enough to support this, or like, what was like the main concern?
So sorry, the connection was also bad.
So my question was, like, you were saying that you can't live off of scootering, and I feel like in certain regards, like you could live off of a small monthly pay from a scooter if you had side endeavors. You know what I mean? If you had like a YouTube channel, if you had this and that, but like, I don't know, tell me about your path. Like why didn't you just stick to just making a YouTube channel and keeping Apex around? Why did you choose to do what you did?
So like, I think, sorry, bro, I don't have corona, don't worry. Hey,
don't be coughing on me.
Oh, sorry, bro.
You have to.
Anyways, so
don't worry, we're 6,000 miles apart. We're not going to spread. Go on, my bad.
Okay. So, what was I? Okay. So I never feel comfortable on anything, I think. Mm-hmm. So yeah, in a good way, maybe. When I was on Apex, I was very comfortable, but like I realized, you know, being professional and getting paid is such a like crazy thing for me. Like, you know, doing what you love and making money.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, I don't know. Hey, I also had 4 part-time jobs while I'm riding for Apex.
Okay.
Because I didn't want to work for anyone in the future. Like I didn't see the vision of me working for anyone in the future.
You just saw it working for yourself.
Yeah. So I had 4 part-time jobs. I was also getting money from Apex. So I had like 5 incomes. Mm-hmm. But like I realized, like, what am I doing with life?
You felt like although you were a professional rider, you weren't spending your time riding. You were spending your time doing 4 other jobs and not scootering 100% of the time, but what you wanted to be doing was scootering.
Yeah.
Got you. Okay.
That as well.
Okay.
And Like, don't you think this? Like, I think of it as this, but like currently you ride for Tilt, yeah?
Yeah.
And a Tilt by Meta or Meta?
Yeah, so Meta is, you know how River is kind of like a wheel company from Proto? So Meta is just a wheel company from Tilt.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I'm sponsored by Meta, but I don't exactly know what's going to happen with Meta. There's some plans here and there, but I don't think anything's on the front runner. I mostly just say that I'm sponsored by Tilt. I mean, it's kind of just the same thing. But yeah.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, like writing for a company, I saw that as working for somebody. Like it's same thing for me. So I realized, wait, like I felt kind of comfortable with Apex because of the quality of the scooter parts and how they treated me.
Yeah. But
like, yeah, it wasn't for me. Like,
you didn't
I felt
feel like you were potentially in the driver's seat of what you wanted to be doing. Like,
yes. Yeah.
Like you felt like although you were a part of something, you wanted to have more responsibility. You wanted to have a bigger task at hand. So that way you could invest all of your time into scootering.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah. And then, so what did that manifest into? What are you doing?
So, well, this is kind of like, I might give too much business info.
Okay.
So, I'm not going to get too much into details.
No, just tell me what you can say.
Okay, cool. So,
I mean, obviously you don't ride for Apex anymore. So what are those things that you are doing?
Okay, so currently I'm doing JP scooters.
Yeah.
Scooter Depot. Sogo distribution. What else am I doing? I'm planning big. Like I'm doing.
Are you doing an energy drink as well? Did I see that?
Yes, that's coming out after I release every JP scooters parts.
Okay, so you're coming out with like scooters as
Yes, like complete scooters as well. Oh shit! Okay, yeah,
I am. You didn't hear anything.
Yeah, come on, guys. No jokes. I don't mind that because I already told some people that I am planning.
Hold on, you cut out. You said that you're planning, and then you went. Bing. What'd you say?
Oh, okay. So yes, I am planning to release JP Completes this year if everything works out.
That's so sick. So right now you basically have you have a skate park to yourself. You have your own scooter company. You have a distribution. You're like you're really doing it all.
I mean, I don't feel comfortable, bro. I want to keep doing more shit,
Yeah. So what's like your goal with all of this? You must have like a vision in mind. Like what do you see as like your vision without giving away like anything you don't want to give away? Like
okay, cool.
What do you see this manifesting into?
So I see the vision of myself hosting one of the fucking craziest events, comps as well. Like I want to go all out, and support riders, of course.
That's sick. So would that be more Japanese riders? Because I feel like right now there's a ton of people in Japan, but there's not necessarily a ton of scooter riders. I feel like do you see this playing out as just a Japanese Asian thing? Like, do you want to take over that, or are you thinking more worldwide?
Okay, so I see obviously my skate park as of course only Japanese thing. Mm-hmm. Because we don't have I think you noticed, but we do have pretty good skate parks.
Yeah.
But some of the skate parks only for skaters, only for fucking BMX. It's really bullshit. Yeah. And they can't tell us reason why we can't ride as well.
That's the same thing that we're experiencing over here with certain places. It's
it's same with America.
Yeah, I mean that's same with. I think that's like a worldwide issue. To be honest with you, I've been to places all over the world that have rules and regulations about that. Most of the time, though, it's usually just private facilities. Then it's just the owner doesn't want people there for whatever reason, which I can kind of respect. Wow. What makes me upset is when it's public places.
Dude, it's honestly saying, imagine going to a restaurant and people saying, oh, no Asians. That's how I see it.
Yeah. No, I totally feel that. It's really interesting to me. Something that's interesting is I feel like in America and in the world, like right now, we've been going through some very testing times, and I feel like there's been a lot of diversity and division, and it's been really eye-opening, and I feel like people have kind of exposed their true colors. And one thing that kind of like shocks me a little bit is like I have a whole bunch of skateboard people that I keep in contact with and keep around, and most of these people are genuinely good people. You know what I mean? I don't have any issues with them. But one thing that I feel like does come up here and there is like they take little jabs about scootering. They say things there or there about scootering. And it's just interesting to me that I'll see them posting about how like there shouldn't be any racist, there shouldn't be any there shouldn't be any division, blah blah blah. But it's like they'll still go and try to divide scooter riders and skateboards and like people. And it's just crazy to me that people can compartmentalize things in their mind to like only be applicable to certain situations. Like it's so interesting to me like how that works. But it's weird to see it like also happening in Japan, because I remember when we went to that indoor skate park on top of the mall. You remember that? And we weren't able to ride it.
Dude, yeah.
That sucked.
It's disgusting, bro. It's like really disgusting. It makes me vomit.
Yeah. No, it really does. So tell me about like what the scooter scene is like in Japan. I remember last time that I went out there, there was probably, I don't know, 10 riders that I saw out there, maybe more, but at least 10 riders that I actually got to see and hang out with. Like, what's the scene looking like right now on January 21st, 2020?
Okay, awesome. So as in, like, obviously I run a scooter shop. So each scooter I sell, which means new rider, right? Yeah. So, and we currently have 3 stores in Japan now. Like not only freestyle, but like some of them have BMX stores and just on the side sell scooters.
So are you the only scooter only store in Australia? In Japan?
Yeah.
Not Australia.
Yeah. I am the only actual scooter store in Japan.
Got you. And so have you seen customers go into your store that had never picked up a scooter, and have you seen them actually consider doing it as like a hobby or like actually enjoying it or loving it?
So 90% of the time, right?
Yeah.
It's coming from my SNS, so like social media.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I realized that YouTube is very, very powerful. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like Instagram, go away. TikTok, go away. YouTube is the key.
I feel like YouTube is very interesting because I feel like I remember YouTube videos better than potentially Instagram videos. And I think that's because of one of 2 reasons. One, I feel like there's a really easy way to look up YouTube videos, and
100%.
The time variable isn't as much at play. Like if I was to go try to find a funny Instagram video I saw from 3 years ago, no way I can find it. But I could still show you show you a video on YouTube from 10 years ago that I thought was funny, and I can find it. And I can find it. Yeah. So there's that factor, but I also feel like the form factor of how people consume the actual product is a lot different. Like if you think about a YouTube video, you know, usually people sit down and listen to it instead of just like watching it and passing. And I 100%. feel like that's interesting as well, is because when people are watching a YouTube video, they're making an activity out of it, but when they're watching an Instagram or a TikTok, they're using that as a minor distraction to fill the void of the boredom.
Right. Yeah, 100%.
And how much your mind actually retains versus something that's in like a transitional period versus something you're actually sitting down dedicating to doing, I feel like is that's why you retain YouTube videos so much better.
Dude, 100%, bro. Like, and your channel is doing so damn well, right? Like, how many subs do you have now?
I looked today, actually. We have 262,000 subscribers.
Dude, wow. That is amazing, bro.
Thank you, man. Wow. You know, we're actually doing something pretty cool with the Undialed YouTube. We released our first video today. That was featuring and using our brand new camera, which is so awesome, and I can't wait to like elevate the content with that. But
hell yeah,
tell me about your YouTube. How's that going?
So I mainly right now I realize how-to videos are doing pretty well, and collaboration videos are doing well. So I am kind of focused on that.
Are you doing them in Japanese or are you doing them in English?
All Japanese.
Good. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know what I think is really interesting? Do you know the scooter YouTuber who has the most watch time and the most views and just the most attention right now is actually a French YouTuber?
Scoot to Street.
Exactly. Know.
Dude.
And I think that you potentially could find a whole new wave of success if you were able to like do all of your content in Japanese, because there's so many minds out there.
Yeah. Over flooded with English scooter videos.
Exactly. And then if you're doing Japanese videos, there's no one that can compete with you. Like nobody. Who else is scootering good?
Are you gonna start in Japanese, Willie? Please don't, bro.
Konnichiwa. That'd be my entire video because that's all I know.
No, that'll be funny.
No. Hold up. Oishi. Remember that?
Yeah.
We were just yelling Oishi. Oh man.
So when are you coming back? That's my question now.
We're coming back tomorrow, actually. We're flying out tomorrow. Huh, Clayton? We're coming out. We're coming out tomorrow.
The thing is,
Okay.
we're going to, but
Hey, we're he's getting the jet started up right now. You hear it? No, I wish we were coming out soon.
Clayton next time, okay?
Oh, of course, Clayton's gonna come out. I just the only bummer is like I don't know when we could come out. Like, is there like quarantine restrictions in Japan right now? Like, what's that looking like?
Like only the restaurants closing at 8 p.m. That's it.
Got you. But like for
really
people entering Japan, like have you seen any Americans that have gone over?
But like my brother goes out to どこだったっけ？オランダって英語で何だったっけ？いや違う。So my brother goes out to like other countries. So I think it's totally fine.
Well, hey, me and Clayton gotta look into that. You know what I'm trying to say?
Maybe the flights are cheaper now.
They were really cheap a little bit ago. We just
one's on.
We just have to buy them a few months in advance. That's the whole secret to going to Asia. Buying them early.
Yeah, you should. Like really, you can. Yeah, if you can't stay at my house, I have a resi you can sleep on.
Tell me about your skate park. Well, what did you put inside of it?
So I realized that we don't have many resis here. I don't know why I'm laughing. Sorry, bro. I don't know why.
Well, I saw you have the one resi at the metal skate park, the indoor park. You know what I'm talking about? And the resi you built is so similar to that one.
Yeah.
Like there's not many resis in Japan, so why'd you build the same one twice?
Oh, that's fine. Oh god. Okay, so I was not going to make a similar one, okay, Willie?
Uh-huh.
But I realized.
I was like, is that just the way they come in Japan? Like, is there like a resi store that everyone's buying these from?
Oh god. So I was gonna make an actual box, okay? Like a resi box. But I realized, oh shit, I don't have enough space.
And you realized that after you started building it?
Yeah. Oh god, man.
So now you've converted the box into a spine.
It's like a fat spine, yeah.
It's like a huge spine. Hey, is it good though? That's the question.
I mean, it's really smooth. It's really smooth, bro.
It's really smooth. Hey, at least you can use the quarter pipe to like air onto it now. You know what I mean? Like that's pretty tight. And tell me about that half pipe. What's that half pipe?
Half pipe?
Yeah, you have like a W ramp inside of the skate park.
Oh, sorry, bro. I don't know why I'm laughing. Okay, I need to chill. Just a moment, bro. Oh,
you're just too heated up, man. And he's gone.
Bro, he's got the vid.
I'm back. Oh.
Tell me about that half pipe.
Oh.
Yeah, don't you have a half pipe in your skate park?
Not really, bro. It's not really a half pipe.
What is it?
Yeah. What skate park are you looking at, bro?
Your skate park. The one that you have.
Oh, sorry. Do you mean that? Do you mean a mini half pipe?
Yeah, the mini half pipe.
Okay. Sorry. I need to relax. Okay. I just remembered the time when you were at my grandma's. We were talking about how to win at casinos. Do you remember that?
No.
Oh, you don't remember that?
What did I say? What happened?
No. Like I told you, like, do you know there's a way you can 100% win at casinos?
How?
Do you remember that?
No.
And you were like, Sogo, what are you saying? and you made me realize that I can't win 100%.
Well, that's the casino.
Oh, sorry, bro.
You're all good. So wait. What did I clarify to you? I'm curious now.
I was on this app, right? Like fake casino online.
Yeah.
And
yeah. I remember now. You were
right?
winning millions.
Yeah.
You were winning millions.
Yeah. So I was like, this is how you win, Willie. And I was actually winning like 90% of the time.
Yeah.
And you were like, let me check it. And you clicked and I lost. So I was like, oh shit, like you can't win 100%.
Oh, so you're saying that you can win 100% of the time, but when I become an element in the situation, then you will then lose. That's what you're trying to say. So your logic really hasn't changed. You think you can win every time. You're just pointing out that I made you lose. I see you, Sogo. Okay. Oh man.
Okay, sorry. Back to half pipe.
Yeah. The mini half pipe. Tell me about the mini half pipe.
Yeah, I think you realized in Japan, right?
Yeah.
People who build skate parks are like a bit retarded.
Didn't you build that last skate park?
Pardon?
I said, didn't you build that last skate park?
Oh, yes.
I see what you're saying now.
But did you realize though, like really the angles of the ramps are like 90 degrees or like, I don't know, it's just weird. I think you realized it.
I think that's just Japan in general, man. I was looking at everything, like the food, it was just...
Yeah.
I'm just messing with you. No, yeah, the skate parks are weird.
Really weird, like honestly.
Yeah, I feel like they're only weird there though because I feel like in other parts of the world, there's like they build a bad skate park and then the people are like, that's a bad skate park. Let's build a better one.
Right.
Tenfold past that, they're at a pretty good skate park. But I feel like in Japan, like they don't really have anything to relate it to. The person who builds the skate park would have to like go outside of the country and like observe a good skate park and then come back and like try to recreate that. I feel like that's hard. I don't know. I felt like the skate parks in Japan were pretty sick. Like that one underneath the bridge was really tight.
It's good for us though, like for beginners. Like how are they going to practice?
That's true. And then Skip Factory was pretty tight. You ever been there?
No, I haven't. Like I've been there, but they said, only scooters on Wednesday.
Oh no, they let me in.
Oh, what?
But yeah, no, that skate park's pretty tight. You remember Disney World skate park?
Oh yes, yeah. The orange and white one.
That skate park sucked.
You didn't like it?
Disney?
No, I thought it was good, but it was just weird. And
yeah, it's really weird. It's really weird.
So Clayton asked, "Is that actually Disney?" And I don't know. Is that a Disney skate park?
No.
But
people say, "Oh, Disney skate park," but it's not Disney. Obviously, Disney didn't make it.
But it's literally like next to Disney. Like it's.
Oh yes,
it's like on the Disney campus, isn't it?
Yeah, like pretty much. It's outside of it, but it's so damn close. You can see everything. So
yeah, it's like you get off at the Disney train station.
Yeah, because we went like really close to it. Do you remember? Like we were riding and we're like, oh, Disney.
Yeah. You remember we got lost too?
Yeah. that sucked. Hey.
That did suck. Hey, so Sogo, when you hit me up about these podcasts, you said you wanted to say something. You hit me up and you're like, Will, I got something to say. Here, I'll read you it. You said, I want to speak about what needs to fucking change. So what needs to change, Sogo? Yes. Tell me. You're here.
I want to know your thoughts as well about this scooter community.
Scooter community. Okay.
Yeah.
What about
What do you think? For me, I believe that like right now. Wait, I need a second to think. But can you please give me your thoughts about this scooter community right now?
The scooter community right now. Okay.
Yeah, like what needs to be changed, what needs to be fixed.
You know, that is a huge question, and let me scale it back a little bit, and then I'll proceed forward.
Okay, awesome. Mine came back.
So first and fundamentally, I think that there's this common phrase that gets entangled with each other a lot, and I feel like it needs to be distinguished. They're two separate things. And these two separate things are scooter community versus scooter industry. And I feel like those terms get used for one another all of the time, but something that people can't forget is that the scooter industry is the result of the scooter community. So I feel like at this current time, I feel like the scooter community on January 21st, 2020, I feel like the scooter community is thriving. I genuinely feel like right now, scootering is entering communities and it's entering parts of the world that scootering has never seen before. And I feel like I'm watching just through the Undialed hashtag. I've seen kids in Madagascar. I've seen kids in France. I've seen kids in all over the world just pick up scootering, and just the overall amount of content and the overall level and quality of content I've really noticed has gone up. And that's been really sick recently. I've noticed that there's been a lot more edits being released. I feel like every week there's a hammer edit getting released.
That's so true.
So I feel like the scooter community is moving. I feel like we're consistently in more in a linear line right now than I would say an exponential line, but I feel like the scooter community is thriving. Now let's talk about the scooter industry. Scooter industry, I feel like, is a little bit slower than it's been in years past. And I think that's only because Christmas just happened, the holidays just happened. And I feel like it's a little bit slower in the economics of scootering for that factor. But I also feel like the world is in kind of a funny spot right now, and people don't necessarily have as much expendable money as they normally do. So I feel like the scooter industry is potentially taking a little bit of a hit, but I think that this hit is actually pretty good, because this hit is really going to show which brands are actually committed to the community, and which 100%. brands are only in it for the money. And I feel like I feel like for the individuals out there who are genuinely like wanting to put their time into scootering, the temporary setback with money isn't a big enough setback to where they don't want to put their energy into scootering. And I feel like for all of those people that do stick around, it's going to prosper, but all of that prosper is going to come once again, same thing. Anything has happened in the scooter industry, it's going to be a result of the scooter community.
Right.
That's what I feel like the current standings are in the scooter industry and scooter community.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Oh, that was so good. You're the man.
What do you think?
So I think that, do you know how like BMX and skating are now Olympic sport?
Yes, sir.
That 100% needs to change for scootering as well. We need to be in Olympics.
Okay, so let me tell you something. And I know that at some scooter competitions that happened in the last like year or 2 years, I know that there's been people who have been kind of scouting scootering and watching scootering, because scootering does technically fit the criteria of being the Olympics.
Yeah.
You know, you can't have a motor sport in the Olympics. And everything about a scooter is human powered, and we would have the ability to be on the same courses as like skateboarding and biking, because they're gonna have a skate park. So I feel like it's in the process right now, but I feel like we got to be patient with that one. I feel like if we rush it, it almost will get unlegitimized.
Right.
And I feel like the kind of unfortunate part for people our age is we might not be able to be in our prime for competing in the Olympics, but I feel like we are very, very important, because we are going to build the framework for future kids to be in their prime to do what needs to happen in scootering. And then that really comes down to the question of like, is this really about you, or is this about the community?
Yeah. 100%.
So that's what I feel.
Yeah, like I also see the vision of scootering being in Olympics, but I guess time will change that for us.
Yeah. So what do you think is wrong in the scooter community?
For me, I don't know. Like, this is my opinion, but we need big sponsors, I think. Like big company, big companies to back scootering. Absolutely. That's what I think we are missing right now.
So let me ask you, I think that is a pretty known thing that gets talked about in scootering real quick. Yeah. Do you have any ideas on how we could get those sponsors in? Like, obviously like we know what we want the end goal to be, but do you have any ideas or patterns?
100%.
What do you got?
So there are a lot of rich people in this world. Like, they don't know what to spend their money on, So my plan for 2023 is actually to build the biggest skate park in Nagoya.
Got you.
And for me to do that, I can't do that with my money and investment. So what I'm gonna do is make like a PowerPoint and find a lot of rich people and presentate my vision and my skate park.
How are you gonna like come in contact with those rich people? Do you know them?
Like I believe, if you find it on internet and try to message them, like it's nearly impossible to get in touch, right? So what I'm gonna do is contact everyone around me, if they're not anyone rich as fuck, who wants to support me. That's what I'm gonna do. But obviously I need to plan this for a whole year, and then I'm gonna start moving.
So then it becomes an interesting question, because I feel like I've thought about doing something similar. Not necessarily I wanted to build a skate park from investor money, but I've thought about investors in the past. And I feel like a potential situation with skate parks is like, you either need to meet somebody who is passionate about building a skate park where they're okay with potentially taking a little bit of a risk, or you need to figure out a location and a spot where you can guarantee return on investment. Do you know what I mean? Right. And it's like, I don't know how populated things are in Japan right now. Are malls open right now?
Yes, I believe they also close at 8 p.m.
At 8. So I feel like one thing about Japan that you have a level up against other places in the world is I feel like foot traffic is very, very important to Japan. I feel like a lot of people commute on their feet compared to most other places in the world. And I feel like if you could put the skate park in a spot that's kind of a central spot where foot traffic is a big thing, then I feel like you'd really be able to make that happen. But I feel like one thing that's important, Sogo, is like you should make your skate park be open to absolutely everybody. I feel like you've expressed to me that like how upset it makes you that scooters aren't allowed in other places.
Yeah.
And I feel like you need to be the one to like change that pattern.
Good, 100%. That's what I'm doing with my current skate park. You know, anyone is welcome. Rollerblades, skateboard, like anyone is legit welcome. And I want to start building more of that here in Japan.
Exactly. Yeah. So tell me about like the overall scooter scene of Asia. I'm so curious. Like you must be a tied in. I know that you said you have some scooter friends in China and and do you where else? And Korea. I also heard, and maybe you saw this at like Worlds when you remember when we were inside for Worlds. It was the last one, and there was like an Indian scooter team.
Oh yeah, dude, I saw that.
Do you know anything about that? Or
no, I haven't been to India, so I don't know.
But yeah, tell me about the rest of Asia then. Like,
so China, I know for sure. It's like one of my mate owns a scooter shop, and he tells me all the details, and it's definitely growing. But and also like China, the government is also backing scootering in China.
Really?
So I think it's really going to take off.
I think that, you know, it's been like a dream of mine, like a vision or something like that. Is like I feel like one thing I don't like about scootering is I don't like, in a way, how kind of whitewashed it is. And what I mean by that is like I feel like a lot of the times like there's not much diversity in scootering. I feel like a lot of the times it's richer white kids that are kind of in the spotlight of scootering, and I don't think that I don't think there's any issues that have came up from that so far. Yeah. And I don't think that there's necessarily anything like wrong or unnatural about what's happening. But my dream or my vision is that like there's these sub communities of scooter riders, especially in other continents that like are not dominant in like rich white people, you know what I mean? Like not Australia, not the UK, you know what I mean? Like, and like, I imagine, like, I just dream that like I'll go to Worlds one day and I'll see like Sogo having his whole team of Japanese riders all having matching stuff, and they're like speaking Japanese, and they like get to like meet the kids from Romania, you know what I mean? Or the kids from Nigeria that all scooter, and like I'm just imagining just this culture pit of just scooters and I think it's so possible. And the reason I think it's so possible is because of the learning curve for scootering and where you can scooter. Do you know what I mean? Like I feel like scootering is the perfect combination of like you can get on a train with a scooter, but you can also ride on dirt with a scooter. You know, it's like 100%. And you can't do that with a bike, but you can't do that with a skateboard. You know what I mean? It's like I feel like the learning curve and the trick abilities, like I see it going in that direction, but I just 100%. People like you in these countries and in these continents where scootering isn't blown up yet, I feel like you guys are the real assets to scootering.
Right. So like that's when I realized, oh shit, we need a big facility.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like we don't have like UK, like, you know, you go any skate park, you get to double backflip into pit, like do any crazy tricks. But in Japan, like we can't do that right now. And no, I don't feel bad for the Japanese community, but I just feel like I have to do something for our community.
Yeah, no, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, you're kind of like the godfather of the Japanese scooter scene. You are funny. Though. Like who else is?
Oh, thank you, bro. I'm just enjoying life, you know?
Yeah.
I'm just having fun.
Okay, can you please tell me if you know this guy? Do you know who Harley So is on Instagram?
Oh, yes. But I have never met him. I just saw him yelling at a skate park like, oh, yeah, or something like that.
He only ever hashtags metal on his posts, and he just posts like a back feeble, and he gets so excited, and I get so hyped every time.
Dude, I love that guy. I believe he's like 50 years old or something like that.
Yeah, he's real old.
Yeah, I want to meet him.
So for your skate park, are you when do you want to have this complete or done? And would you keep the current skate park you have?
Very good question. So this year for me is planning.
Mm-hmm.
And when planning's done, I'm going to find a lot of investors and it'll be interesting. And then 2022, hopefully I can find a place to do that. And 2023, I want to open it up. So,
oh yeah. Well,
yeah.
I really want you to open it. I think that'd be sick.
Oh, thank you, bro. I want to make a street park as well, like street park, like obviously park and kids section. You know, like I see that vision.
You should honestly like make it a trampoline park as well, so that
Dude,
way you could.
That's my plan. That's my plan, bro. Because we need to learn flips and use that skill to scootering.
And you should also make it a workout facility, so that way parents will have an incentive to go there, so they can work out while their kids skate.
Dude, that is genius. I need to do that. Yeah. Let me write that down, please.
Okay, here's what you got to think about, Sogo. You got to think about this. Like a family is walking in, like mom, dad, daughter, and son. They're walking into your skate park. How is your skate park going to fully entertain all four of those people?
100%. That's why I was thinking of a massive cafe, like for parents to chill, drink coffee, like kind of like Starbucks, where everyone can just relax and enjoy their time.
You need to have You need to have a big koi pond.
Koi pond?
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be funny. But I don't think I can
and
look
then if
after.
Any kids are bad at the skate park, you just throw them in.
That's kind of smart. Yeah.
And then the koi will just eat them up.
That'll be so funny.
So you know what one of my biggest dreams in life is, and I'm gonna do it at some point, and you're gonna help me with this.
Yeah.
I really, really, really want to build a koi pond in a potential future backyard. I don't even know what it would look like, but I really want a koi pond, right? But my koi, I want to go to Japan and I want to go to a koi auction and I want to buy.
No way.
I want to buy my koi from Japan.
How can you import koi fishes to America?
They have services. I've looked all into it.
What?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Yeah. So basically I would fly out. I could either like be with a tour group or I could just link up with you. And if I link up with the tour group, then they'll take me to like 50 breeders over the course of like a week. And then I get to like pick out what koi I want from the breeders. And then they mail it to the United States.
That's so funny.
Like,
you're already researching. You already have that vision. I think you're gonna start very soon.
You never know. I need the backyard first.
Hell yeah.
Okay, Sogo, I have a question, and I feel like a lot of people, whenever your name comes up, I feel like this is a question that I feel like it's that people want to know about you.
Hey.
So when you were in China a few years ago, competing at FIS, and you did the Wally front flip.
Yeah.
What was going, like, did you think that you could do that? Like, cause that trick just looks like you were just going for something else. I don't know. Like that looked like the most chaotic trick I've ever seen. Like, tell me about how you thought of that. Like, I don't know. Go on.
So I think it was back in like 2016 or 2017. I used to always do that onto grass. Mm-hmm. And there's a video of me doing it on, like, I believe, Welcome to Scooter Hut, Sogo Sakakibara, and what was the other guy's name? I forgot the other guy's name, but
Jacko.
It was a Welcome to video
Jacko,
that I did like 4 years ago. Hey?
Was it Jacko?
Jacko, no, it wasn't.
Jacko did it as well.
I think he did as well, yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't remember who. Yeah, I forgot. I don't have a good memory.
But go on. So what made you want to do that?
I did that back in 2017, and I knew how to do that. It's not very hard. It looks hard, but it's actually really easy. So when I was competing, no, really, get Clayton to try, because he'll be like, "Oh wow, that's actually easy." Here,
Clayton, you're listening. He says, "Get Clayton to try." And Clayton actually just got back to me. He said that he's going to do it right after this this call.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, he's really stoked.
I better see it for his today's Insta clip.
Yeah, he actually just told me he's going to post it tomorrow and he's going to tag you.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be the next clip.
I better see it. If he doesn't, he's sleeping on my resi when he comes to Japan.
Dude, I'm down to sleep on your resi. That sounds fun.
No.
One thing that I couldn't believe is when I first night in Japan, when I first got there, it was so hot. How do you guys sleep in such a hot room?
Yeah, we got no fans or air cons, but yeah,
AC
easy.
Y'all are crazy.
Yeah, we're crazy people.
Dang. So Sago, what you have on the agenda for today? What's like an average day in Japan like for Mr. Sago?
Right now?
Yeah, because I know it's the morning for you.
Yes, it is currently 9 a.m.
So what's like an average day look like for you?
Okay. Should we talk about the feast competition or no?
Oh, you want to keep going with it?
Oh no, I don't mind. Hey.
I thought you were done. What did you want to say more about it?
Oh yes.
All right, go on.
All right, so I really wanted to win. Like, it was like a best. Look, I lost. I came second in the actual feast competition, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I better win the best trick comp then.
I feel you.
Yeah, and then there was this big gap where I could possibly do it. So I was like, wait a minute, kind of film me. I'll try. And I nearly got it the first try. So I was like, all right, this is my time, baby. And yeah.
That's so sick. I love that trick. I remember at the time I was on district and Lewis Crampton was like, I saw Sago won best trick. And I thought there is no way that he won best trick. And then I saw the clip and then I thought there is no way he shouldn't have not won best trick. There's no other trick that should have won besides that one. And I was like, that's a pretty good way of putting it.
That is so funny.
That was so funny. But yeah, no, go on with your day. What's an average day for Sago look like?
Okay, so good. That's a really good question. My everyday is kind of different, but like I said before, I'm really focused on my YouTube right now because that's where I can help our Japanese community grow. So yeah, that's my main focus right now. But at the same time, obviously, I am doing product designing, package designing. What else am I doing? かなちゃん、僕他に何やってる? Yeah. Promoting on my Instagram or editing YouTube or doing my JP stuff. Yeah. I think that's it. That's my everyday.
So you're full-time JP every day?
Yep.
That's so sick. I'm so hyped. That makes me so happy. I'm full-time Undialed every day. So is Clayton,
Dude, that is awesome.
We're just out here living our scooter dreams.
Yeah. Like, honestly, that is amazing. And I can see it from your face. Like, you look happy as hell. Like, that's amazing.
Oh yeah, I'm doing exactly what I want to be doing every single day.
Yeah, the same. That's why we look happy, like
exactly.
It's amazing.
That's why you look so beautiful, Sago.
Oh, thank you. You too, man. You too.
Hey, thank you. But hey, Sago, I think you're such a great person in the scooter community. Honestly,
dude, you too, man. You too.
And I think I really genuinely want to see the Japanese scooter scene blow up. And I think everyone also in all of these countries like has your back. Like everyone wants to see everyone wants to see Japanese scooter content. Everyone wants to get a Japanese scooter shirt. Everyone wants to have something that has Japanese figures on it with scooter related. Like everybody's waiting, Sago. And
thanks, bro.
And just know like you're doing great stuff and you're genuinely on the forefront of something great.
Oh, thank you, bro. Like it means so much. Like someone actually giving me credit, like thank you. And also I was gonna say something. Shit, I forgot. Oh no. なんか言おうとしたけど忘れちゃった。Okay, yeah.
Your Japanese has gotten a lot better.
Oh, yes. Sorry. I remembered.
What is it?
Because you said Japanese, I remembered. So have you noticed Japanese skaters, how crazy they are nowadays?
Yeah, they're wild.
Dude, really crazy. Like one of the top skaters are now Japanese.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I can see that vision with scootering as well.
So can I. That's what I'm saying. That's what I was talking to you earlier. Yeah.
Like Japanese kids are very smart. Like they keep doing the same trick over and over. Like, have you seen Ryu from our team member?
Yes.
Did you see how much he improved from
he's good.
Last time we met him?
He's good.
Last time we met him.
Yeah.
Dude, he can flare triple whip now.
Dude, it's crazy to me that kids in Japan, like, they're getting so good and they have like so little to work with compared to kids from other parts of the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's truly incredible and cool to watch.
Yeah, I can't wait to see Japanese kids like, smashing out. That's what I want to see in the future. And that's how, yeah.
Well, hey, it's all up to you. You gotta lead the way as best you can.
I will, man. I will.
Hell yeah. Well, hey, Sogo, I think I'm gonna wrap it up right there. But it's been awesome talking to you. Do you have anything else that you wanna say, or any last shout outs or anything?
Nah, man.
Hell yeah. Well,
shout out to you, bro. And shout out to Under Boys,
Hell yeah. Well, Sogo,
I want to see you guys in Japan.
I want to come to Japan, but you also need to come to America. You can't forget about that.
Okay.
But
I'll do that.
But hey, Sogo, I've really enjoyed having you on this podcast, and I feel like it's been a good opportunity from people around the world to see the Japanese side of scootering and just to get to know you as a person.
Thank you, bro.
Hell yeah. Well, I will talk to you later, Sogo. It's been
man.
Great.
Thank you for the time, dude. I'm gonna go to this park today. So.
All right, man. Well, stay safe. Stay safe out there. Continue great things with your skate park, and I'll talk to you soon. All right.
Thank you. Talk to you soon.
All right, man. Bye.